Districts, they lead 14-13 to Sturt 14-5, and your commentator is David Darcy.
The bounce down, the chance for Central Districts, the handballs towards Van Dommel. That's not well directed, taken by Fry. That's beautifully done by Eddie Fry to McGarry, but he's run into trouble, run into a pack of players, holding the ball, the decision, and so it should be. Away go the Bulldogs. Not allowed, however. It has to come back, and the free kick must be taken by Neville O'Brien. 8 points the lead to the Bulldogs at the start of the last term. The Double Blues have the use of the wind as the ball's kicked towards centre wing, and the mark taken by Duckworth.
That's the man Centrals want to lift.
Duckworth now along the grandstand side towards half forward, looking for Jonas, but cutting across to take a beautiful mark was Graham Reid.
Graham Reid now kicks back in the area of Western Kane. McKay sets himself, he takes the mark. That's good enough, but not according to the umpire. It's not, as Bagshaw's now on the ground for the first time. Over it goes, Heinrich and Batheen. Batheen keeps his big frame in front of Heinrich, but Heinrich does very well to gain possession. Now he's emptied out of the way, and the free kick goes against him. Away goes Norsworthy. Norsworthy settles himself, kicks down looking for Wilson. Wilson over the top, but it's... is it? Yes, it is. And here's Fry. Fry's in trouble in the middle of the ground, but at the same time, it's Wilbur Wilson, whose 5 goals this afternoon has been a contributing factor, finds Cowie. Cowie changed his mind about playing on as Eddie Fry comes off with looks like a badly strained ligaments as it goes over towards Gillies. Gillies setting himself, and that was Fry. Gillies' kick goes right towards the square, and I think the fight is through, and it's a great goal for Central Districts. 15-13 Central Districts. Sturt 14-5, comment from Bob Hammond.
Yes, that's the goal that lifted the Central players. They're excited, they're running. Errol Hicks has asked them to give them heat for the first 5 minutes, and they've done exactly that. And Sturt are in trouble because they've lost Eddie Fry with just 1 minute of play in this, the last quarter.
Set for an exciting finish here at Elizabeth Oval. Central District's lead now by 14 points. The player down on your screen is Phil Heinrich. He's coming off the ground by the looks of it, so Sturt are in trouble. Grand it is for the Double Blues. It takes the ball from the centre of the ground. Boots them towards centre half forward. McGarry takes front position. It's punched away from behind by McKay. Michael Graham now the opportunity at half forward. He's held, must receive a free kick, but not allowed. Play on as a call. A scrimmage of players over there. Graham appealing for that free kick, but it was not allowed, and a ball up will take place. Heinrich, it is being carried off the ground, so it's a severe blow to the Double Blues. In the space of 1 minute, they've lost Eddie Fry and Phil Heinrich, 2 of their running players. The belt bounced down at half back. A chance for the Bulldogs to come out of defence. The kick towards the centre of the ground, looking for Wilson. Wilson takes front position, and Wilbur has marked. Quickly he plays on. 5 goals already to Wilson as he threads his way through across the middle of the ground. That penetrating left foot kick, however, on this occasion is not a good kick, and it's marked at half back by Sanders. Sanders for the Double Blues. Boots them back towards the centre of the ground. From behind it was Friedrichs. Punches the ball forward. Leonard, Davies, the handball to Friedrich. Great play by Davies. Friedrichs now boots the Double Blues towards the square. It's Hollis versus Cochran. Cochran does it well to punch it clear. Batheen goes after it, picks it up. The handball's out there looking for Michael O'Brien. Mark Pryor it was in fact, but the ball's over the line and a throw in front of the scoreboard.
103 to 89, 3 minutes into the last quarter. Central Districts holding on to a handy lead. Batheen, McGarry. Batheen got the tap down. Picked up back there by number 36, who was Michael O'Brien. Finds his teammate. Outer side of the oval. Central Districts just slow the game down for a moment. Up in the area they're looking for Cowie, but that's a Sturt mark and it's been taken there by Brand, Greg Brand. Played a very, very good first half. Gregory Brand towards centre half forward goes his kick. Mackay in the middle, a beautiful mark. Centre half back. In towards the centre position, and it's found Chris McLean, number 11. Been a useful little performer this afternoon when he's had his opportunities. Down towards centre half forward, looking for Jonas. Jonas takes the mark. He's been awarded the mark. The big fella around the corner looking for Gillies, and he's been more than useful this afternoon. 10,729 people here at the Central District's headquarters. 2 goals to his credit so far. Craig back there playing in a back pocket at the moment. Now has possession of the ball, steadies his balance down. Picked up very nicely. And around the corner goes Kim Smith over to Zoom. Down towards the centre-half forward, Robert McGarry, who picked a bad time to get the fumbles. Free kick goes to Ian Mackay.
Mackay it is at centre-half, back to Central Districts. Brings the ball towards centre wing, looking for Cowie out there. Davies, with his great use of his body, was able to outmanoeuvre Cowie on that occasion and take the mark. Davies drives now towards centre-half forward. The back, the chance, taken off hands by Smith. Comes back, swings onto the left foot, goes towards centre-half forward, looking for Whelan. Whelan went high, but couldn't hold it. The ball's on the ground. Little Wilson's been there battling hard. Appeared to get held. Bagshaw the ball. Kicks now across the face of goal. Chance for Vivian. Vivian cleverly weaves himself out of trouble, goes back the other way. The handball's back now towards teammate in O'Brien. He's kicked towards Gillies. Gillies at half-back, has two Sturt players in pursuit. Gets clear of that, though, however. Kicks back towards the centre of the ground, only to the waiting arms of Ray Wilson. Wilson it is now for the Double Blues, and they need goals quickly. 14-5 they are at the moment, trailing Central Districts 15-13. Wilson, the long kick, going towards the goal area. It's hit the post. 1 point only, Sturt 14-6, Central Districts 15-13.
Just what Sturt didn't want. Bad luck was set upon them in the first 3 minutes of the last quarter. They lost Eddie Fry in the first minute. Been a very, very good player to that stage. And as he was being carted from the ground, Philip Heinrich went down. They lost him as well.
The kick comes back into play and finds centre-half back in Ian Mackay. Ian Mackay kicks it high, looking across there for Cowley. Can't find that player. McGarry to Wilson. Wilson left foots it down ground, looking for Hollis. Taken off the hand, beautifully there by Bagshaw. Straight through for a goal. A much-needed goal as well.
Yes, Paul Bagshaw, captain of Sturt, sat the first 3 quarters on the bench. Came on at 3/4 time. 1 kick, 1 goal. Sturt's the much-needed goal, trailing now by 7 points. We're trailing by 13, aided by a 2-goal breeze. And it needs that sort of effort by Bagshaw for Sturt to get back into the game. Central's opened this last quarter with a great deal of spirit. Sturt's had the misfortune to lose both Heinrich and Eddie Fry in the first 3 minutes, and they've now steadied to get back within 7 points.
7 minutes of the final term. Schultz it is that breaks the tackle and kicks Central Districts towards centre-half forward. Wilson over there, but taking a good relieving mark for the Double Blues is Graham Reid. Reid at centre-half back, goes straight up the middle of the ground. Looking for Davies, he's high, it's off the hands of Cowie. Pushed forward by Mackay. Taken by Whelan, the long handball looking for Zilm, but cutting across is O'Brien, Neville O'Brien that was. The left foot kick towards Schultz. Cart ball won't sit up for him, now he has it. Has the running player in Macleay, going through centre-half forward, deep into the left full forward pocket, but out there is Colin Casey for the Double Blues. He's in trouble, for Centrepon. Back the ball comes towards Mobbs. The handball to Jonas. Jonas from the pocket, lifts the eyes, shoots across the ground, looking for Wilson. Can't make it, off hands. Gillies the chance. Gillies with speed, has the running player going past. Trigg, sidesteps, lines up the goal. 1 point. 1 point to the Bulldogs to take them to 15-14. Sturt 15 goals 6.
Yes, the balance of Jeff Gillies is something to be seen. His ability to run, remain balanced and cool in a crisis was personified on that occasion. He ran around, pushed the ball over to Stephen Trigg, and from 30 metres out, unfortunately for Central's, registered only a point.
Hill to the outer side of the ground. In front was Brand, and Brand has been awarded the mark, I believe. No, it's going the other way, Trigg, and it's going towards Stephen Trigg. Trigg goes short, has a player wide out there, and it's Big Cowie, the long arms. He heads towards goal, gets tackled as he's kicked, is upset, and the ball is out of bounds, and a penalty free kick for Richard Hill.
Great effort by Andrew Zilm, and came from 30 metres just to arrive at the critical time to put Darryl Cowie off balance, with the ball then being out of bounds.
Hills kick back into play, looks across there for Wilson and finds that player. Ray Wilson towards the outer side of the oval. Davies up there, couldn't take it. Brand's coming in, got possession of the ball. It's Andrew Zilm. Zilm's long hand pass down ground, finds Davies with great strength. Wards his opponent off, gave it over to Brand. Greg Brand's kick goes down ground and finds McGarry, and when they move forward, they make it look so easy to Sturt when they kick to possession.
Yes, Rick Davies on that occasion just ran straight through John Duckworth in the centre, and Ducky's still wiping his throat and mouth because he didn't like that one little bit, but the action's really with Robert McGarry.
McGarry's kick. Very awkward, stilted action from McGarry, but quite effective as they bring up another goal to Sturt. 16 goals 6, Central Districts 15-14.
Central Districts now only lead by 2 points.
Back in the centre, the chance again for Davies, and he's dominating the centre bounces at the moment. The handball's wide to Zellman, the double blues are into attack again to the forward pocket. Billy Cockman comes clear and punches the ball towards O'Brien. He's in trouble. Now the chance for Sturt. The left foot kick from Hollis is back towards the square. It's Baytheen back there on his own, and it's over his head, and it's 1 point to the double blues, and the scores at the moment. Central Districts 15 goals 14, leading by 1 point. Sturt are 16 goals 7.
Greater accuracy in this game has allowed Sturts to be within 1 point, and they're still aided by that 2-goal breeze and have 20 minutes with which to use it.
Cochran to the outer side of the ground. Duckworth, but it's Davies again.
Starting to dominate the game in the last quarter, contained by Cowie in the third, but Davies now exerting his influence.
Short towards centre half forward, a great kick, it's found Peter Friedrichs, and Duckworth not happy on the scene again.
Courageous play by Friedrich, but it was relayed from Davies, who took a great mark. Davies up behind the pack, beautiful judgment, 2 hands to the ball, and he made no mistake. 10 marks for Davies, and that was one of the better ones.
Friedrichs 50 metres out from goal, directly in front. The kick slides off the side of the boot. It won't make the distance. The accuracy is not good. It's over the line and out of bounds.
Poor kick, took it too easy, slid off the side of the boot, and it's to be thrown in alongside the point post.
7 goals 4, Central Districts kicked in the third quarter, while Sturt, with great accuracy, kicked 4 straight. A chance now for the Bulldogs to work it out across there, trying to find Graham Schultz, but it's out of play.
23 scoring shots to Sturt, 29 to Central Districts, of 1 point the difference. Central Districts 104 points to Sturt's 103.
11 minutes into the fourth quarter here, as Ken Whelan gets mixed up with an opponent, and the free kick will go to Neville O'Brien. O'Brien, Central Districts in towards the centre position, finds Cowie. Away the big fella goes, has a look down ground looking for Jonas. Jonas gets away and takes the mark. Peter Jonas. A short kick over, finds Cowie again.
Cowie playing the game of a running player. The big fella did a good job in the third quarter, and it's been up to him to create holes for Centrals in the last 2 minutes.
Darryl Cowie's kick is not a strong one, slips off the side of the boot. Gillies goes back there, tried to use his body cleverly, but it's picked up here by Sanders. Very cool in the crisis is Phil Sanders. Kicks around the corner, but he's run far too far. Far too far, and there will be a definite free kick from smack bang in front of goals.
Well, that's a critical mistake at a vital time for Phil Sanders and Sturt. He's run over the limit. Umpire Schofield right on the spot, and Stephen Trigg about to take the free kick. The freeze, Sturt 25, Central Districts 39.
2 goals 4, Stephen Trigg has kicked up until that point in time, and now he's put 3 goals 4, 16 goals 14 Central Districts, Sturt 16 goals 7, 10 Central Districts hold on to this game. Bob Hammond. Well,
it's going to need Davies to continue to dominate if Sturts are going to get themselves back into it. What they have to do is, we see on the screen Sanders running over the prescribed distance. Umpire Schofield right on the point, and he's awarded the free kick to Trigg, who converted. But they need to push the ball down. They've got Bagshaw lurking in the forward pocket, and he won't need many opportunities to convert the game.
Darryl Hicks on the screen there at the moment, talking away to Ken Russell. The Bulldogs in front. The ball with Jonas. Wide onto the left foot, goes towards half forward, looking for Gillis, and that's a great kick from Jonas to find his teammate out there. Gillis swings the ball back towards centre half forward, and Duckworth from the front position takes another mark. Duckworth, the long boot of John Duckworth, kicks them towards the square. Big pack of players. Wilson went enormously high but couldn't hold it. Bagshaw's down there. Fought, the handball clear. Friedrichs pushes it forward. Good football by the double blues, and they're out of defence. Sanders, the kick towards half forward. Smith on the ground in the last quarter. The handball's back towards Graham Schultz. He's in trouble, gets the ball back. Now chance for the Bulldogs. Bouncing the ball clear was Norsworthy. Kicks them towards half forward. Duckworth again in front. Takes the ball cleverly. The left foot of Duckworth towards centre half forward. Triggs there. Craig's there also. Through went Duckworth. Bagshaw in trouble. Turns out of that trouble, however, and kicks Double Blues back towards centre wing, but a good mark taken out there by Mark Norsworthy.
Norsworthy kicks over towards Baytheen. Steadying play here by Central Districts as he kicks down towards the centre half forward, and there's a good mark taken by Reid. Reid, of course, who played his football at Central Districts mostly at full forward, kicks in towards the centre position now. Ricky Davies extra defence between Baytheen in the back, and Baytheen takes the free kick. Inopportune time to make a mistake like that, straight down towards Stephen Trigg, or is it Cowan? Stephen Trigg from centre half forward now. He's an exciting youngster, Stephen Trigg, and there's Wilbur Wilson, left unattended there by Reid.
Yes, that would be the most dangerous player to leave unattended. Already with 5 goals, has the opportunity from 45 metres out to put Centrals further ahead, leading by 7 points at this stage.
We've got a beautiful shot over the shoulder here of Wilbur, and he angles the ball right up towards the distance. Has it gone far enough? No, it's forced through for one behind.
Central District supporters behind the ball could see that it was accurate enough, weren't able to judge the mark and became excited, but the ball was just touched over the line.
Hill brings the ball back into play.
Kick finds Craig. Craig in trouble but gets around Norsworthy. Now kicks the ball back towards the centre of the ground. It's Baytheen versus Davies. Off hands to Schultz. The handball's wide to Vivian. That's good play by the Bulldogs. Vivian's in trouble but gets a handball under Trigg. Trigg dummies well. Gets it back to Vivian. The racehorse goes across. Has to use the left foot. It's not a good effective kick. Walt now the opportunity, but he's unloaded. In goes Wilson. Body's going in hard. The boot's going in on a free kick. And it's got to go the way of the Central District side.
Yes, Richard Hill on that occasion saw the ball, pushed his foot towards it, but Wilbur was diving over it, and the umpires awarded a free kick for kicking in danger. And Wilbur Wilson already with 5 goals, lining up for his 6th, Central District 17. They lead 16-15 to 16-7, and we've had 16 minutes of this the last quarter.
The Bulldogs are doing it well against the wind as Wilson lines up, kicks into the man the mark. That's terrible football. Casey takes it off hand, kicks it out wide, over the head of Zulm, but he recovers beautifully. Zulmanez runs past Jonas, has one bounce, looks forward, kicks the ball towards centre half forward. Tim Smith from behind knocks the ball clear. It comes to Mackay. Out there, in trouble over there is Michael O'Brien, and the free kick goes the way of Paul Bagshaw.
Bagshaw now kicks the ball in towards the half-forward flank, looking for and finding Kim Smith, who came on the ground as a result of the injury to Eddie Fry, but that's not a good kick, and it's been taken across there by Darryl Cowie, a player that certainly impresses me. Darryl Cowie, centre wing. Oh, there's a good mark, taken by the mercurial Paul Bagshaw. Bagshaw's back to Friedrichs. Have a look at this again. As Bagshaw sets himself, there's still plenty of life left in those old legs. And the kick down to Friedrichs.
Paul Bagshaw spent the first 3 quarters on the bench, called onto the field in this, the last quarter. Started in the forward pocket, is now following and starting to exert his influence on the game.
If Friedrichs can kick this goal, it'd only be 2 points. The difference over the top went Whelan with a magnificent leap, but it's Shrewd gets the one behind.
Yes. Paul Bagshaw's, Ken Whelan's leap on that occasion was well timed, but just unable to hold the mark and just over the point, over the line, touch through for a point.
Cochran brings the ball back into play. Bagshaw again, forced along, and Central District's fairly happy to just hold it there. 7 points the difference now with Central District's inaccurate kicking. They've had 31 shots for goals, and Sturt have had 24. And Central District's lead by only 7 behinds. Central District's defending at the moment. O'Brien's across there. Cleverly sharked there by Schultz down ground. An opportunity now for the Bulldogs to go forward. Stephen Trigg. A short kick finds his teammate in Mark Norsworthy. Down to Jonas, and they're playing possession football at the moment as Central Districts, just quietly moving it into their forward line. Further is good play, and there's a good mark taken across here by Trigg again.
Possession football is the name of the game. 3-4 kicks, and they've advanced the ball 50 metres. but they're not terribly concerned about that. They're concerned about just retaining possession.
Rennie Van Gommel gets the kick with a hand pass across to Trigg. Trigg down towards centre half forward, looking for Macleay. Walker Macleay. There's Wilbur Wilson again. Sharks it, has a shot at the goal. Crowd go wild. That's a goal to Wilbur Wilson.
That's officially made him Mayor of Elizabeth for today. 6 goals from a half-forward flank has been a match-winning performance. His effort there has been one of value for kicks. He's had just 15 kicks and 6 of those have been goals, and the Central District fans go mad. He's made no mistake. Central's leading 17-15 to 16-8, and we've had 20 minutes of this the last quarter.
Would have seen a wry smile on the face of Wilbur Wilson after kicking that goal, and Wally Mayfield pleased with himself because he's been a major contribution in this score of the Bulldogs at the moment. The bounce down, taken by Trigg, kick towards Wilson again, he's marked at half forward. Jonas and Vivian on the run. And heads away of Vivian from right half forward flank, across the ground towards centre half forward. Off hands, Duckworth caught, the handball's wide, Mobbs and Craig. Craig got his hands and knees, tipped, he said, the umpire, and Neil Craig takes the free kick.
Fitness starting to play a telling factor. Central Districts appear to have more running players than Sturt.
Been playing for 20 minutes of the final term, and it's Central Districts leading by 13 points. The ball's on the outer side of the ground. It's taken by Peter Fredericks towards centre half forward for Sturt. Smith almost held the mark. Kick off the ground by O'Brien. In goes Smith again, very hard. Tackles too high, and Kim Smith takes the free kick. Smith now kicks the ball very high towards Bagshaw, and Bagshaw, using his body beautifully, has marked.
Gave the nudge at the psychological moment, just upset the balance of Cowie, and from just 40 metres out, can the captain kick the goal for Sturt?
40 metres, Bagshaw, not a good kick. Off the side, McGarry, off hands, out of play.
A much needed goal, and the captain very, very disappointed with himself.
17-15 Central Districts leading Sturt 16-8. We're at the 22-minute mark of the final term, and your commentator is Ian Aitken.
3 minutes to go plus time on as the ball is in the right full forward pocket for the Double Blues. Smith went in very, very hard, and the umpire again, in umpire Peter Mead, will bounce once again. Right full forward pocket. Cowie up there, so is Whelan. Kick off there by O'Brien. Here's the chance now for the Bulldogs. An awkward hand pass. Gaining possession of it is Schultz. Looked across for Mackay. And is it a free kick? It is a free kick. And it'll be favouring Ian Mackay. Ian Mackay, the centre half back, on the left half back flank at the moment. Centre wing. Jones, not high, but couldn't take it. Davies with strength onto Casey. Casey's kick in the area of Michael Graham. Michael Graham, away goes, balances, a long kick. It's a beautiful kick down towards the full forward position, and there's a good mark taken by Bagshaw.
That's 15 years of experience went into that mark. Read the flight of the ball from some 50 metres away. Again, just held his ground. Cowie was just slightly off balance, and Bagshaw's made no mistake with his hands. His last kick was a shocker. Can he kick this one? Yes, he can. That takes Sturt to 17 goals 8, trailing Central District 17 goals 15, and we've had all but 1 minute of time. We're into the 24th minute of this, the last quarter.
And already in this last quarter,
Casey it is. The kick finds Graham on his own. Now watch Bagshaw as Graham has one bounce and then kicks long. Bagshaw showing all the years of experience. Look at this. At the back, used his body beautifully, registered a goal, and there's only 7 points the difference.
Master move of Jack Odie in bringing Bagshaw onto the ground. In this last quarter, he's had 7 kicks, 3 marks and 2 handballs, 28 frees to Sturt and 42 to Central Districts. Most interesting statistics. Centre bounce out again. Nathan Davies. Davies got the tap, was taken by Jonas, who tried to force his way through with strength. Vivian's across there, good work there by Wilson. Vivian steadies, kicks down ground, looks across there hoping that Trigg will get there. He does. Back it goes to Vivian, handles it rather poorly, which is most unusual for Peter Vivian, and it's out of play.
Peter Vivian being a very good player for Central Districts. 22 kicks off of his wing has been an effective effort.
Out of play on the right half forward flank for Central Districts as we approach time on in the final term, and they lead by 7 points. Duckworth to Trigg. towards the goal. It's over the head of Hill. It bounces awkwardly. It's 1 point to the Bulldogs to take them to 17-16. Sturt are 17 goals 8. Richard Hill to bring the ball back into play. Can the Double Blues get up? Is time running out for them? I think it is. The kick from Hill towards centre half back. Hooked over the head by Davies, but straight to Schultz. Schultz towards centre half forward, and Moggs from the front position is marked. No, umpire Mead says that line ball decision. The Bulldogs fans don't agree, and I don't think I do either, because I thought Moggs had front position and first use of the ball. The punch out here and a free kick going the way of Brand. As we have a look at that mark, Moggs took front position. From behind it was Walk. Umpire set a ball up. The ball's back at the centre of the ground. It's off hands towards Van Dommel. Zilms in there. Number 33 for the Double Blues. He's in trouble. The ball's held to him, and a ball up will result.
25 minutes in the last quarter. Can Sturt get up? Time's running out.
Umpire Schofield it is to put the ball down. Davies, the good knock forward. Sharp by Schultz, and he's been in everything in the last quarter. Schultz does it cleverly. Kicks towards centre half forward. Oh, up early. From behind, it's Trigg. Up early was Mark Norsworthy, but Trigg coming in from behind took a great mark.
He can play football, Bob.
Yes, showing the signs of a very good player for a lad in his first year. The balance of this boy, the coolness, and we just saw the thought that he puts into his game by just pushing one over to Peter Jonas. Here we see the judgment. Norsworthy up high. Trigg, the better judgment, receives the ball behind.
Jonas from 35 metres. The ball's on its way. It's fading across the goal, and it's only 1 point that makes Central District's lead 9 points.
Sturt need 2 very, very quick goals, and I think it's slightly beyond them at this stage, because Centrals appear to have more running players and in fact are having a greater share of the ball.
6 goals have been kicked in this last quarter, so there'll probably be 4 or 5 minutes of time on as Hill brings the ball straight back down the centre of the ground, and there's Peter Jonas back there taking them up. Peter Jonas. Exceptionally good footballer is Jonas. Out it goes and finds his teammate Rusiak. Another short kick over towards centre half forward, and Gillies played well ball.
Possession football, yes, Jeff Gillies has been an effective player, always prepared to run to holes, but Central's just concentrating on possession.
Gillies now wobbles it up towards the full forward position. Cowie went up high, knocked away. The chance now for Brand, who's had a quiet last half, but a very good first half. Brand across there. It was Wilson that flicked it out. The chance now for Zilm. Andrew Zilm steadies, looks down ground. They're always dangerous when they go into attack, Sturt. Reading behind there is Smith, dropping the ball. That's a handy free kick. A most handy free kick, as we've had 3 minutes of time on, and the task would seem to be beyond the Double Blues now, as it's O'Brien. It kicks it down ground, and there's a good mark taken across there.
Andrew
Zilm.
Zilm it is on centre wing for the Double Blues. Towards centre half forward, Peter Friedrichs takes the front position and has been awarded the mark. Double Blues time is running out from them. They need to get on with the game quickly as Friedrichs kicks towards half forward to Graham. Under extreme pressure from Pryor, but Graham has marked.
Michael Graham has had 3 kicks, been an effective player on his half forward flank. 10 kicks for the game. 3 goals, I should say, not 3 kicks. 10 kicks, 3 goals. The question now being asked, can he make the distance from 45 metres out? No, he can't.
No, he can't, but it's in the square, the big pack, it's off hands. Schultz is in there for Central Districts. It stacks on the mill, and the umpire calls for the ball up. No, he's given a decision, I believe, and it's going the way of Sturt, holding the ball decision against Central Districts, and Bagshaw has the free kick. Only 15 metres out. Goal here would make it extremely interesting as Bagshaw lines up. Is he done? It's a goal! A goal to Sturt, and the difference is only 2 points.
Yes, the captain called on in the last quarter, has played a very telling game in this last quarter, sat the first 3 on the bench. In this quarter he's kicked 2 goals, had 8 kicks. Total free kicks for the day have been 30 to Sturt and 43 to Central Districts.
Let's have a look at this free kick again. As the ball hits the ground, in goes Michael O'Brien for possession of it. Down goes Michael O'Brien. He's over the top of the ball. In comes Bagshaw, tackles him, and O'Brien is certainly in. There's the siren. There's the siren to end the play here at Central Districts. Central Districts have won out victors, and that was an elated goals, 8, 106